place to go.
Well, Schrader is dropping back to 4th position now as Dale Earnhardt passes on the outside, goes to 3rd.
Whoop, and Schrader
now
goes back.
Schrader is spinning this time and hitting the wall up in turn, and several cars are going to be involved. Many cars are going to be involved in this.
Well,
again, a lot of traffic behind Ken Schrader, and there was just no place to go for several of the cars, including Terry Labonte. Darrell Waltrip was involved. Harry Gann has been damaged.
Trouble. There's major trouble. Car number 8, Bobby Hillen, has crashed, as well as Baker in the number 93. That's Charlie Baker. Caution is out on the track.
Caution, another expense. Back to you, Ken.
A crash. I believe that may be Buddy Aaron. It's number 90, Richard Brooks's car. Richard Brooks, former winner of this event, has crashed. The 1973 winner. The tri-oval. Back end goes into the wall. Rotates, slams the front end. He once rolled about 12, 13 times in the back straightaway here. Here he is just across.
Lap 152 of the 400-lap contest, Donnie Allison hit the wall in turn 4, and before he could get his car off the track, he was hit by a hard-charging Dick Brooks. Here's another look at the crash.
Miles an hour. Catch Yarborough in turn 3. And in turn 4, big trouble. Yarborough's Chevrolet was totaled. A backup short-track Pontiac was shipped down from Charlotte.
In turn 1, that's Buddy Arrington's car from Martinsville, Virginia, that pirouettes to a stop out in turn 1. Arrington spins the wheels, gets it going again, gets up on the racetrack, and Morgan Shepherd piles into Arrington. Harry Gant's car just obliterates the left side of Arrington's machine. It looked like Jeff Bodine may have gotten a piece of that as well. It digs up, but here's Morgan Shepherd's contact. Spins Arrington around, down on the lower side, and Gant right in the driver's door. Heavy damage. Those 3 cars mangled and in turn 1.
Here they are, out of the tri-oval, back for the first turn, and it's still side by side for the lead. As they, we've got trouble down here and directly below us in the tri-oval.
It's Phil Barkdahl in car number 73.
Barkdahl crashing into the wall. It did not go over.
Quite a lot of flame. We don't see any signs of Phil Barkdahl getting out.
He dug into the grass in the bottom of the racetrack and
slammed backwards into the wall. It doesn't really turn over, Ken, but apparently it ruptured the fuel cell as he went backwards into the wall.
Ruptured the fuel cell there, and it's throwing fuel around, which is probably the best thing that could have happened to him because there's not a lot of fuel left on board. We see it ignite here, but it's all being spread around.
Watch what happened to Ernie Irvan here later in the race. That's Phil Barkdahl behind him. They touched, and Ernie Irvan went for one of the wildest rides in his first 125 milers. There's Brad Teague spinning, and the red and white car there, that's Mark Stahl from California, punting a man in front of him. Australia's Tony Spano spins and lands right in the center of the track. A lot of action. But Ernie Irvan's hopes as a rookie come from California and make the 500 will have to wait another year.
Ken, I'm concerned we might see a lot more of this tomorrow when we have a full field out there running.
Bonnet is going out in front. On the outside, Labonte tries to get through. He's sideways.
Oh, he hit.
Goes in the wall. 1, 2, 3 automobiles. The leaders are charging for the finish line. Down out of turn number 4 come your leaders. And at the line, the winner of the clash is going to be Neil Bonnet. 5, Bonnet takes the lead. 11, Waltrip moves up. And 44, Labonte has no place to go. And it sets up this 3-car jam session in turn 4. And the wild card entry takes all the chips from $15,000 to $50,000 for Neil Bonnet, and will join him in victory lane in a moment.
Yeah, he turned a lap at over 192 miles an hour in qualifying.
Oh, we have trouble in turn number 2. Johnny Anderson flipping the 3rd place car has crashed out of turn number 2. Anderson's car totally destroyed. You could see his arm out of the car as the car was rolling side over side.
Turning into a strong headwind and lapping that slower car, which is upsetting the air. Anderson just gradually loses control. The back of the car comes round, hits the grass and lifts the inside. And once it's up, the air gets under it and just lifts the car in a reverse roll. And then it starts to roll a front roll. End over end, crashing down onto the roof.
Savage series of sidewinders ends the hopes of John Anderson to qualify for tomorrow's Daytona 500.
Oh, for the level and in trouble is 07 LaJoy. Randy LaJoy slamming into the wall. Randy
destroyed his automobile. Randy LaJoy. But he collects the wall, which Rudd just missed. Sails bottom side at 190 miles an hour into the retainer, and the car is destroyed.
Trouble on the back straightaway, car upside down, sliding way down the back straightaway. One machine getting upside down and sliding. Connie Saylor in car number 4 has gone upside down. The Johnson City, Tennessee campaigner.
As you can see, those cars are very close together, and it looks like he's just tagged as they come off too. Then you see the car just spins around and lifts itself up into the air, does a graceful roll, comes down on the roof and just continues at almost unabated speed, probably still doing 115, 120 miles an hour down that backstretch. Luckily, everybody else missed him. He took a diagonal run across the road on the roof.
It is a magnificent chess game that is being played here. Oh, trouble! Ricky Rudd slamming toward the wall, crashing, rolling over, side over side.
He might have touched him, but sometimes, because of the compression of the air, here you see Rudd's car turning back the wrong way as it slid. The air got under it, flipped it back the wrong way. I think that it was a blessing that it didn't get into that wall, Ken. It started spinning away from him, just like a bucking horse, going in every kind of a direction. And, of course, Ricky holding on. Bad trouble, bad trouble.
Okay, a terrible crash. Richard Petty's car has turned over 7 or 8 times coming off turn 4 and was just struck by another car. It's one of the most violent accidents we've ever seen at the Daytona International Speedway here as leader Darrell Waltrip squeezes through.
Richard Petty was running in a pack of cars, and the back end starts to go around, and looks like it might have been tagged by the car number 73 of Phil Barkdahl. And you can see Petty's car just cramming and turning over up against the wall, and other cars coming in. There's Barkdahl hitting him as he came by, and the Eddie Beerswall car hitting one of the tires that came off.
We've got trouble in the first turn. A bad accident. Gene Glover's number 71 car flipping end over end. The other car, Jarrett, car number 8. Jarrett unbuckling, now climbing out of his machine. No movement on Glover's car. Charlotte, looking at it one more time, there is Glover. He is spinning, and Jarrett just hits him right square center in the back of the car. Now Glover goes upside down once, continues rolling upside down a second time. Jarrett's car is just slowly sliding along the racetrack. A pirouette out of Glover's car, a third time upside down. It's going over again and again. The 5th time upside down.